Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, chat? Derek, thank you for the 103 months. Resub. Holy. Nerdington the nerd. Amazing. Thanks for that. How are you getting on? How are you getting on, dude? How was your Christmas? How was everybody's Christmas? Hope you all had a good one. Oh. But we're back again. I was going to stream yesterday because I've been playing on a I streamed that a little bit at the start of the month, the vtuber Cobbleon server that I got that I was playing on. We streamed it a little bit at the start of the month, but then I was away for 2 weeks dog sitting, so I couldn't stream at all. But I was still playing on the server. And there was a tournament on the server yesterday. A little battle tournament, but I figured I thought about streaming it, but then I was like, I've not really streamed any of this at all since the start of the month, so... And I think basically nobody else was streaming. I think one other person was streaming. So it seemed to be a bit more chill anyway, so I was like, I'll no bother. But we're back today. I couldn't really... There's not really any games out. This is the issue. I want to play. Well, that's not true necessarily. I am actually playing Clear Obscure Expedition 33. I'm finally started it. My flatmate bought it on Steam, and we have like a family share thing with our Steam account, so I'm just playing that copy basically. But I wanted to just play it off stream because from what I've heard, and I don't think it would, I don't know if it would happen or not, because we have a nice little community, but apparently the fandom of that game on Twitch is really, really bad about backseating and like spoiling shit. I've heard a lot of horror stories of other people streaming it. Of yeah, just people coming into their streams and just backseating like crazy or spoiling shit. And one of the like biggest things about the game is the story, and how good the story is. So I was like, you know what, I'll just play it. It was one of my off-stream games that I play to just sit in and kind of just enjoy myself. But like outside of that, there's not really any other games that are out there now that I like want to like play that we could play on stream. And I was like, you know what? It has been a hot minute since we did some Kaizo Ironmon. It's been a while. I don't know how long exactly. I could check, actually. Hold on. If I go into the Discord live notifications channel, I can actually probably check when the last time actually was that we streamed this. It has been 7 months? 7.5 months? It was June? No. Not even June, May. May was the last time we did Kaizo Ironmon. And then I literally made a post a few days after saying that I was burnt out on it. Because we'd been playing it so much. Damn, I didn't realise it'd been that long. 7.5 months. Holy. Because we just got over 2,000. We literally just hit over 2,000 resets on attempts at Hard Gold Soul Silver, which is officially more resets than it took for us to beat this on Fire Red and Leaf Green. So yeah, it has been a while. I think it's been long enough that we could jump back into it. See how things go. Since it has been so long, I am going to have to... It might take me a minute. I might be a wee bit rusty on... having to remind myself of some of the rules of it, and just generally the route to take as well if we actually get a run going. Although, knowing our luck with fucking Kaizo Ironmon and Hard Gold and Soul Silver, we're probably going to be stuck in the lab all day for the whole stream. So that's usually how it goes most of the time, is we just get stuck in the fucking lab. But before we get into that, shall we go through the dulls? Let's do the daily dulls. Here's an interesting thing. I seen a post about there being a website called Duldle. That's basically, it's a website where it gives you 5 random dulls, and you have to try and beat at least 3 out of the 5 as like a challenge. But I went to go on the website to check it out yesterday, and I got like a fucking security risk thing pop up being like, don't go to this website, security risk and all this, and I was just like, you know what? Not worth it. I'll just leave. I will leave that alone. I will not bother. I'll just stick to my usual. We just go through the usual dulls we like to do. Wordle, Quardle, Bandle, Connections. The new catfishing one, which I really like. Well, let's get into it, shall we? Let's get started. Let us get started so we can get through the dulls and then get back into some Kaizo Ironmon. Let's see. Give me Swear, because we're probably going to be doing a lot of that today. Just an R. Prick. We're calling a lot of Pokemon that today. Okay. Droid? Fruit. It's fruit. Fruit. You ever get that thing where you buy something thinking it was something else, and you don't realize it's something else until you actually like take a drink of it or bite or like take a bite into it. I did that. I literally went down to the shop yesterday it was, and I wasn't really in a rush, but I wasn't really, I guess, fully paying attention to what I was doing, because I grabbed what I thought was orange juice off the shelf because it looked like orange juice and didn't realise until I got home, poured it out, took a drink. It's not orange juice, it's pineapple orange juice. Not crazy different, I guess, but like it just had such a different taste than what I was expecting. I was like, what the fuck? Not bad, but not necessarily what I wanted. Doubt. It's gotta be doubt, the first word, yeah. Second word could be like bliss. It is. Pog. IRTE, all yellow, MOAN, one green. Among Us. Oh my god, it is. Among. I have all 5 letters for this word, but not a single green. What the hell? Oh, it's tiger. Alright, easy Quaddle today. Alright, let's do our bandle. $1982, 1.2 billion views. Easy par 1. I'm going to throw out a wild guess and say this is very likely a Michael Jackson song. Might not be. Megan? My only guess is, what's it called? Men at Work Down Under? Yeah, that's not it. There's no way that came out that early, that long ago. It was like a 90s song, I think, right? I'm not getting this. What is this? It does sound so familiar, but I cannot place what this is. It's just not coming to me. I have no. I genuinely don't know. This is crazy. This isn't easy apparently. Okay. Let's just not. Let's just not acknowledge that that took me that many tries to get, and let's just move on. Video game music, yay! What? Sounds like a banjo song. It came out in 1998, but it's not an N64 game. Oh, it's fucking... It's literally Pokemon Red and Blue Route 1. I get that under par, but I couldn't get fucking Toto Africa until I heard the fucking the lyrics, or not the lyrics, but like the voice. God damn. Bad. Okay. Connections. Gene Opal. Swimming course. Tide. Tissue. Infinity. Athletics. Out of direction. Equestrian. Cell. Protein. Mini. Trend. Triathlon. Swimming, athletics, equestrian, triathlon, Olympic sports. There were Olympic events. That's the blue? Course, a trend, a direction, and a tide. Going in a direction. A tendency. A gene, a cell, tissue, and proteins. Things in the body? Biological structures. Outie, Mini, Infinity, and Opal? I have no idea. Car brand homophones? Yeah, I was never getting that. I would do bad enough with car brands, let alone fucking the homophones of them. Jesus. Oh my god. Alright. What do we got for disorderly today? Sort these things by their weight, starting with the heaviest. The Liberty Bell is fairly big. $1 million US and $100 bills. That's not going to weigh that much. That's not going to be crazy. A 2024 Nissan Versa. That's definitely weighs more than this. I think the Liberty Bell here's the heaviest. Then it's the car. Then it's this. The most weight ever bench pressed by a human. Only counting raw lifts, no bench shot. I mean, this is like... Isn't the highest like 500 kilograms? Or something? More than this, but not as much as a car, I don't think. I mean, yeah, you're not bench pressing a car, but definitely more than that. The heaviest pumpkin ever growing? There's no way. That's more than the weight bench pressed by a human.
Well, if it isn't the Simps.
Yo, Lord Levi. Hello. My goodness, thank you for the raid. Hello, welcome in, raiders. Hello, hello. How y'all doing? Thank you for the raid. Appreciate that very much. If you've never been here before, hello, my name is Ursa Red. Scottish Bear Pirate VTuber. Today we're doing some... Well, we're doing some dolls right now, some daily puzzle games, and then we're going to be doing some Pokemon. How was your stream? What were you up to? What did you guys get up to today? And did you all have a good holidays? Christmas or otherwise? I'm good, I'm good. I am doing alright. Right now we're doing a game called Disorderly. We have to sort these things by weight, starting with the heaviest. Game was very fun. I played Whisper of the House. What is that? I don't think I've heard of that game. I assume an indie game. Sounds like an artsy indie game kind of thing. If I had to guess. But an average adult African elephant weigh more than a Nissan. Yeah. Liberty Bell, African elephant, and Nissan. Most weight ever bench pressed by a human. Heaviest pumpkin ever grown. $1 million and $100 bills. This feels right. What? Okay, elephant bigger than the bell is somewhat believable, I guess. Maybe the bell's not as heavy as I thought. And then really? These two? Excuse me? Wait, the bell? Really? Is the Liberty Bell not as big as I thought it was? Maybe I'm confusing it with a different bell. Also, what? The heaviest pumpkin ever grown was 2,700 pounds. A very cute cozy game similar to Unpacking in a way. Ah, one of those kind of games. Nice. I will hydrate, thank you. And I appreciate the lurk. If anybody else is needing to lurk and go get some snacks or go just take a rest from their screens or whatever, obviously feel free to do so. But if you're going to lurk in the stream, appreciate that a lot. Thank you again for the raid and welcome in, everybody. I'm glad to have you here in my stream. The heaviest pumpkin ever grown is more than a ton. How? That's crazy. Also, I way overestimated the weight of the bell. It is exactly like a ton though. Or not exactly. Well, nearly. Basically, exactly a ton. That's crazy. Damn. Alright. Alright, take us to catfishing. This is where the real fucking hard shit is. We have to guess the Wikipedia article from its categories. We get 10 of these, we have to try and see how many we can get. Characters in British novels of the 19th century. Fictional characters who have made pacts with the devil. Fictional immortals, fictional lords and ladies, fictional suicides. Literary characters introduced in 1890, male characters in literature. Oscar Wilde. I've got to be honest, I'm not super familiar with Oscar Wilde. His actual work. If I have to try and think here. The only... Get a notification. The only book I know, or that I can think of right away, is... What's it called? It's the something of Dorian Gray, the secret of Dorian Gray, or the something of Dorian Gray. So you know what? I'm assuming Dorian Gray is the protagonist of the book, and maybe the whole thing with that is they got a pact with the devil. That's the only guess I have. Holy shit! the only fucking book I know, off the top of my head. Dorian Gray is a fictional character, and the anti-hero of Oscar Wilde's 1890s novel, The Picture of Dorian Gray. Aristocratical Victorian man. I'll take it. I'm fucking, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta throw a guess out and hope for the best. Oh god, more 19th century stuff. 19th century Anglican deacons, British inventors, English diarists, 19th century English educators, mathematicians, novelists, poets, photographers, philosophers, story writers, British male poets. Deaths from pneumonia, the Dodgson family. Short story writers, writers with disabilities. A lot of information about this person, but I don't think I know who it is. Gothic fiction. 19th century. Born in 1832, died 1898. Children's book writer. Mathematician. I don't know. I have no idea who this is. It's probably going to be a name I've heard of, but I cannot think of who this would be. The only guess that comes to mind for a British children's book author, I think is British, is R.L. Stein. who wrote the Goosebumps books, but they were not they were not from the 1800s. So Lewis Carroll. I would never have gotten that. I've no idea. I've no idea who this is. No, most notable works are. Oh, it's the person that wrote Alice in Wonderland. Okay. Yeah, I just didn't know their name. Just did not know. 1934 establishments in Georgia, the US state. Annual sporting events. April and sports culture of Georgia. Economy of Augusta, Georgia. Golf tournaments. Men's major golf championships. I mean, is it just like the US Open? I'm trying to think of other golf tournaments I know the names of. I'm just going to say the US Open, I don't know. A Masters tournament. Dang it. I was like PGA, but probably not. I mean, I had like a good chance of guessing that, but I just chose the wrong one. That's unfortunate. 1973 establishments in New York City. 2006 disestablishments in New York City. Bowery. Cultural history of New York. Event venues. And historic places. Former music venues. New wave music nightclubs in Manhattan. Punk rock venues? I have no idea. Hard rock. Fucking Hard Rock Cafe, I don't know. CBGB. Country Bluegrass Blues. A random ass dive bar in New York City. Don't know how I would have known that unless I fucking lived in New York. But okay. That's a crazy pull. Bulgarian people? 1929, 1978? Assassinated journalists. Ooh. Assassinations in the UK. I have no idea. Georgy Markov. Yep, no chance. (1996) in the US. 1986 robots on Mars. Attached spacecraft. Mars rovers? What the fuck's this thing called? The only one I know is the more recent one, which is called Curiosity. Unless they're all called Curiosity, but if it's not, I don't know it. Sojourner. I fucking... Yeah, I was not gonna get that. Alpine 4000ers, France-Italy border. Highest points of countries. International mountains of Europe's. Of Europe's? I was gonna say I was gonna just say the Alps, but mountains of the Alps. It's a specific mountain in the Alps. 7 summits. Fuck me. I genuinely don't know. I'm just gonna say the Alps. Mont Blanc. Damn. We're doing bad today. David Bowie characters? Fictional astronauts. Fictional characters introduced in 1969. Fictional characters invented for recording music. Fictional drug addicts. Fictional majors. Oh, it's the fucking song. It's that song, Major Tom. Yeah. Okay. I knew that one, at least. What the fuck is this? Metaphors, riddles, spiritual practice, Zen texts? What? This is so little to go on. Metaphors, riddles, spiritual practice, Zen texts. What? Guess? Is it a sutra? Like, is the Karma Sutra like, you know, a koan or a kwan? Nope, was not getting that. Never held that in my life. Sutra might have been a good guess. I have no idea. Damn. What have I gotten today? Like 2, 3 maybe? That's the last one. 21st century British male rappers. Oh, there's no chance. British male singers, British rappers, English singers, Ghanaian male singers, Black British male rappers. I have no idea. 21st century, so they were born after the year 2000, so they're very young. So there's probably very little chance I'm gonna know who the fuck this is. I don't know. Stormzy, yeah, no, no shot. Never heard of you in my life. Born 1993. I mean, I guess they weren't a rapper when they were 7, but they were born in the 90s. We got 2 today. Holy shit. Average was 3. Masters tournament we could have got. That's like the only other one. Literally everything else here I just have never heard of. I didn't know Lewis Carroll's name. And then I've never heard of this. Never heard of this guy. I've never heard of this. I just know Curiosity. Which was one of the common guesses. Martin Blanc, I just no shot. And then these two I don't know either. That was a tough one. That was a tough one today. Holy shit. I think it's the more or less. More monthly searches. Victor Wembanyama? A basketball player, I assume? From the jersey here. And then XXX Tentatian. Realize I've never said your name out loud before. I've only ever read it. I mean, I just no clue. You were pretty famous. You I've just never heard of, so I've no idea. You're a basketball player, but for all I know, you're like a fucking very mediocre or bad player or something, and just people don't search you up. I don't know. I'm gonna go with this guy, because he was pretty famous. Okay, yeah. Water pollution probably doesn't get 16 million. Probably God over water pollution. 1.5 mil. Ooh, probably MLB over gods. And baseball's not as popular as it used to be. Monthly searches though? Surely people are only searching up during the actual season. So the average would be potentially low on the off season. Give me MLB. Damn, 20 mil? Holy fuck. MLB over Al Pacino for sure. I would... LGBTQ for sure, right? Yeah. For sure. LGBTQ or sex positions. Who's just searching? Now, does this mean like any sex position? Or the actual term? These exact words? Or does this mean like if anybody searches up any sexual position, it counts as this? Because if that's the case, then anybody that's searching up a lot of different porn is probably going to get put in with this. If it's just the word sex positions, which is hilarious to think of someone searching up sex positions. Yeah, let me learn some new ones. It surely isn't that high. Okay, yeah. Sex positions or hemorrhoids? It's gotta be sex positions, surely. Hemorrhoids gets 2.24. Hemorrhoids gets 2.2 million. A lot of people got hemorrhoids. Holy. I have never heard of either of you guys, so I guess 51 million. I've never heard of you in my life. Metro Boomin. Central C over Zach Bryan? You look like you're like a country guy or something. You're probably not that big. Never mind. 32 million. The Spotify stream one always is insane to me because it's always, here's like 10 people you've never heard of and they have like tens of millions of streams. It's crazy. Okay, The Godfather probably beats Sailor Moon Eternal, let's be honest. That's crazy. Godfather beats Kingsman. Never even heard of the Kingsman, but it gets definitely Green Mile definitely clears Kingsman. I think Green Mile probably clears The Artist. I don't even have a picture for whatever Good Time is, but let's say The Artist is higher, because I don't even know what this is. Okay. Krampus. This movie's fucking wild. But it is... It's like... It's a weird movie, because it's horror. I think it's supposed to be a horror movie, but then also there's like weird comedy and like goofiness in it as well. It's a weird movie. I gotta imagine it's not that highly rated. Yeah. Turning Red, I mean it's a Disney movie, it probably gets more than a 6.2. I've never seen this one though. 7, okay. Never heard of Underwater, say Turning Red's better. Okay. And then It, definitely, yeah, is up there, 7.3. Shape of War beats It for sure, right? Oh, it's tied! I thought this movie was highly rated. 7.3 is not bad, but I thought it was like, kinda up there. Alright, well we got like, what, 8? For that, 0 for this, and then, or no, we got like 1 for this. And then 10. Alright, Scrandle. That's a damn good looking burger. Or Nutella donuts. Give me the burger. Holy. That was close though. Beer and just plain old sausages, huh? What was the first thing? Did you not know how many people had hemorrhoids? I didn't think hemorrhoids was going to be higher, yeah. I think the other thing had like... The other thing had like 600 or 700,000 searches monthly. I don't even remember what it was. And then hemorrhoids had 2.2 million. I did not think hemorrhoids was that common. 2 million searches a month. It's crazy. Because I've seen other like conditions and illnesses and all that kind of stuff on there before, and they're always like under 1 million. Yeah, I've gotten hemorrhoids before as well. I got it from... I think I got it from a job that I was working where the seat I was sitting on at the job was like a really hard seat. It was like not comfy at all, and I was just sitting in it so much every shift, and I ended up getting hemorrhoids. It was rough. They're not fun. Not as the fucking shit you have to take for them. How you doing, by the way, Danny? Did you have a good Christmas? Beef, beer, and sausages. This looks okay. This is just like... It's just some plain ass, dry ass sausages. Not even... Well, I guess you get a little bit of sauce here. And a beer. 150 for a meat pastry. It's kind of crazy to just give... Here's just a box of sausages. It was okay, it was just more with me and my dad and my brother. Nice, nice. Just a kind of usual... Kind of the usual holidays then. Nothing quasi. Give me the meat pastry. Only slightly higher, huh? Cheese pizza? Where the fuck is the cheese? This is supposed to be the cheese? This looks horrendous. This also looks not great. These are both awful. Jesus. Ever been the same since the divorce? Oh. Yeah. I know that feel. I know that feel. Doner meat and chips. I do love doner meat, although this stuff looks a little overdone if I'm being honest. And the curry goat? Curry goat? As in goat meat? Hmm. Give me the curry. Curry's probably going to be up there. This is a popular dish. Breakfast. Okay, what do we got? We got a fried tomato, some bacon, one sausage, tiny little bit of beans, little fried egg. Or chicken tinga tacos. I mean, the mini break. I mean, I love it. This is like a little mini fry up. And I love a fry up. Damn, really? That's brutal. Battered sausage and chips. Or the chicken. I mean, this chicken looks pretty fucking good. The sauce as well. This definitely beats the sausage and chips. Crispy Korean chicken with a spicy glaze. I mean, that just sounds... Or Korean... I mean, oh... We got Korean chicken versus Korean chicken. Crispy Korean chicken with a spicy glaze, though. Gotta be... Yeah, slightly higher. These motherfuckers not know how to take a picture of their food. Like, what is this? Like, let me show my food. Let me have it be 10% of the picture. And the rest be an empty fucking field. Some tempura with a beer, or some chips with like mayo and ketchup on it. Surely the tempura. That's crazy. Oh my god. These are both atrocities. Cheeseburger. The dry ass roll. Shitty looking plastic cheese. I mean, the burger and the cheese here looks a little better, but the beans, that's definitely gonna... Some people are gonna look at the beans and be like, fuck no. But this also looks terrible. I did not consider the price in the last one, that is fair. I just figured the tempura would win that. Give me this one. Okay, they're both bad, but like, Jesus. A slice of Domino's or I mean, it's surely got to be the tacos over the Domino's pizza. Yeah. I'll take an 8 out of 10. I really thought the Japan buff would give us this as well. That's crazy. £8 is pretty brutal, I guess. I mean, honestly, £8 for a tub of tempura and a beer at a stadium. Kind of what you would be expecting to pay, to be honest. Also, usually in Scrandle, anything that's fucking Japanese gets fucking people being like, oh, Japan, food, but food Japan. All of a sudden, it's so much better, even if it's the same fucking thing. shall we get back to it. For the first time in like 7 months. Kaizo Ironmon is back. I'm gonna have to remember how to do all this again with this game, with how long it's been. Okay, our first star we get is a Kabuto. Not a great start. As long as we can get by the rival fight and look for some pivots that are maybe worthwhile. So if it's been a while and you're, for anyone who's either not seen Kaizo Ironmon stuff before, or if it's just been so long, you don't really remember too much. Basic rules of this: we have to beat the game with one Pokemon. If we die at any point, we lose. Everything is randomized, including stats. Well, the Pokemon types are the only thing that aren't changed. Everything else is randomized. All the trainers and gym leaders and stuff are way stronger, are way higher leveled than normal. And we are allowed to pivot to one new encounter per area. Try and get a better Mon. And ideally, we can do that this time because this Kabuto is not good. We ideally want to find some fully evolved Pokemon that will ideally have some good moves and stats. But first things first, we have to get by the rival fight, which is always a hurdle because he's always got 3 levels on you. We do have a luxury ball. I could try and see if there's anything. Could try and see if there's any good encounters on Route 30 and try and pivot to it. We can also get something that's level 6 here, which will give us a little bit of a better chance at beating the rival fight. Yanma and the Ivysaur that we've seen though are not really ideal. They're both kinda bad. Yanma just in general just hasn't got a good base stat total and it's got a terrible typing. And then Ivysaur, being a not fully evolved Pokemon, is not going to be that good. But we do have a third encounter here that we've not seen, so try and see if we can find that. Now, these goddamn Yanma are not leaving us alone. Okay, at least the Ivysaur doesn't have a stab grass move because that would decimate us. He's got a Roar of Time? Jesus Christ. Sometimes we seem to get in these weird ruts in Kaizo Ironmon where we're looking for, try to get all the encounters, try to see all the encounters en route, and the game just refuses to show us what the last encounter is. We did find out after a long time that there is a weird bug with the randomizer where if one of the encounters on our route is the Pokemon unknown, it just won't ever actually spawn. It'll take up the spawn pool, but it'll never actually appear. And I don't really know why that's the case, but it seems like sometimes we get these routes where we can't find the last Mon, and after a certain amount of time you gotta just assume that it's because it's an unknown, because otherwise it's crazy to think about how unlucky you are if not find the last encounter, because they're never that rare. Like, I think the lowest encounter mon here is like 15 or 20%. And considering how many of these motherfuckers we've ran into now, there might actually... there might be a decent chance that this is actually an unknown on our first fucking try back. We get a route with an unknown that's... yeah, at this point it's gotta be, because this is... that's way too many encounters not to have found one. Whatever it is. Well, guess we just try the rival fight. What were the other two options? I don't even remember. Staryu. I mean, Staryu's not that strong, we may have a chance. I guess we could just Crush Grip. So that'll be the most damage. And then we Dizzy Punch. Go for Confusions, Morning Sun to heal if we need to. We've got healing items we found as well. Okay. Okay. He's got bad moves. He's got bad moves. Nice. We win! Okay. We do have to get rid of Morning Sun, because unfortunately, after the rival fight, healing moves are not allowed. They are banned from this challenge. You're not allowed to use any healing moves, even ones that are damaging moves like Mega Drain, Giga Drain, Drain Punch, shit like that. But we do have to get rid of it, sadly. We're not really planning to keep this Kabuto anyway, so... ideally we can find something better. As always, we name the rival Chet. Alright. Now we can buy Pokeballs. And we can start looking at the other routes for encounters. But ideally find something good. Let's see. Give me the balls. Okay. So I think the first two mons on this route that we found... okay, Raichu, I think you're the rare encounter. Glalie, Raichu, Swinub. Okay, well, Swinub and Glalie are both terrible. Raichu could be good, but its BST's not great. It's decent, it could be good enough. But it also doesn't learn any moves by level up, so whatever moves it has right now is pretty much what we're stuck with. But it is better than Kabuto. Higher BST, it's not 4 times weak to grass, so even as a mon to use to look for other pivots, it's better, so we might as well... catch it and pivot to it. And if it's not good, then we have other options. Flame Body with Karate Chop, Clamp, and Brick Break. Not horrible stats, to be honest, but the moveset is... the moveset is the only thing. Yeah, Flame Body's a good ability, the stats are not horrible. But that moveset's pretty bad. Literally any ghost type we'd struggle to kill with only Clamp to damage them. And he doesn't learn any other moves outside of the TMs that we get from the gym leaders that we can use. So I'm going to go ahead and say probably not going to keep the Raichu. Let's look for something better. Hoppip and Sunkern. And Venomoth. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad options. Okay, well. We do have to fight the first trainer, so we can get to the other routes with Mons. So we gotta hope that this guy ideally doesn't have any ghosts. Or just anything that resists fighting. Okay, that's perfect. if that poisoned me, I would have been so mad. Damn, a fucking Blastoise and a Lapras? God damn. Okay, we got a insane amount of XP there. Scyther could be okay. Got a bad typing. Magmortar also could be really good. Probably would I go for the Magmortar over anything else. Great Ball. Charcoal. I don't remember where these items are at least. A Max Elixir. Max Elixir's nice. Nothing else useful. Okay, what's the one Pokemon down here? A Nominate, okay. Oh, thank you. Friendship Evolution Baniri. What can you evolve into? Can you evolve into anything really good? Porygon 2. Lucky Lucky. Ursaring, Miltank, Kangaskhan, Taurus. I mean, if there's nothing else good, we could try that. That's an option. But that's like a last resort option. We don't have a shiny stone, so that's a no. I don't have a dusk stone either. Okay, relax. That did a lot of damage. Holy shit. Okay, let's fucking see what we have here again. We have a Scyther, which would be potentially decent. Ideally better if we had a metal coat to evolve it. I think we probably wanted the Magmortar over that though. What we can do is we can try and test out, try and scout what moves and stuff it has. Nightmare, Belly Drum. Yeah, we don't. It'd be nice to see what actual attacks you have, if any. If it doesn't have any fucking attacking moves, it might not be worth going for. Psywave? Bruh. Okay, the moveset on that thing is horrendous. Unless the last move on it is like fucking Flamethrower and it has really good special attack, I think the Magmortar's a bit of a bust, sadly. Which probably means we would have to go with the Scyther and hope that it's got good stats and moves, and if not, maybe hope we find a Metal Coat to evolve it. Okay. Sludge and Psywave. You would get walled by any steel types. That's pretty bad. I guess let's see what the Scyther has. Sad Ford. Oh yeah, I have the... I forgot I have the Kaizo Ironmon stuff that I can put up. It helps us. Oh, you're actually kidding me on. Okay. Remember how the earlier this year there was a whole thing with the UK where they banned a bunch of websites with it unless you like showed your ID and stuff like that. I did not know one of those websites that they did that with was Imager, which is just an image posting website. It's not an adult website necessarily. It's just an image hosting, a very useful image hosting website that a lot of people use for a huge variety of things. One of which is the map that I used for Kaizo Ironmon. That would show me where all the hidden items were in the game. Because trying to remember what all of them are is an insane thing to attempt to do. As well as showing me the map and route of all the items and the big dungeons. And I can't access that website now. That's so fucking annoying. Is there any chance that the Kaizo Ironmon community have made alternatives for people in the UK for these? Because holy shit, that's fucked if not. That's actually insane. I totally forgot that. Why? I don't know. I don't understand why Imager? Why is that a website they thought was they redeemed or they deemed needed to get blocked? That's crazy. So fucking annoying. There is an interactive map that's on GitHub. I have to just use this. It doesn't show like an actual... We might be good. The map that's on GitHub has actually got all the stuff that I need, I think. It just is going to be a bit more annoying to actually use an interactive map over a thing that had all the images in order of when we actually do them. Well, that's incredibly annoying. Okay, well the whole reason I was doing this was for the attack stat calculator. 4 damage for 70 power. Attacker level 6. Stab neutral. And my defense is 18. Seven to 12 attack. Okay, so it's the Scyther's physical attack stat is fairly weak, but that might mean it's a good special attacker. If it has special moves, Heal Bell, Sleep Talk, or Facade is the only move it has that does damage, which would make it, again, not only get walled by ghosts, but also steel and rock types. Alright, so the Scyther and the Magmortar both seem like they're bad options. That's fantastic. Our first run back after 7 months might be one where there's just literally no good Pokemon. At all. So I should probably Karate Chop him instead of poisoning, because that does make Facade stronger and he could end up critting me and killing me. 4 times resist Karate Chop, so it shouldn't do a lot. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, both of them are really, really bad. That's unfortunate. There was one more Pokemon on this route over here that we didn't see, because that Mischievous scared me a little bit. We might have to just go with a Binary and hope it evolves into something decent with Friendship. If the 4th mon here isn't good. Okay, hold on. Oh, my star's risky. It has got a decent enough base stat total and download's really good, but Rock Water's such a bad typing. If we get hit by any grass move, we're just instantly dead. Reflect. That Shadow Claw did a lot of damage. He did get an attack up though. He is slower than me, which is kind of bad. I'll be honest. I think let's take the Omastar. Hope that it's got decent stats. And we'll just see where we go from there. Rockbreaker's insane. Or he can just Shadow Claw fucking crit me and one-shot me? What? I can't believe that even one-shot me. That's crazy. 107 attack. Okay, his speed was really bad, so that was probably not gonna... If his speed was like slightly better, this thing could have actually worked. I had decent stats with download. Rockbreaker, Shadow Claw, Fire Punch. Stab Crab Armor we would have got from Falconer. This thing could have been kind of crazy, but that's speed. I was an unknown on Route 30. Let's just see, was the Magmortar decent stats for a physical attacker, but no physical moves? Didn't get one until 16 on Spike Cannon, then Feint Attack. Yeah, this thing just didn't get good moves. Good stats, but no moves. Terrible ability as well. Scyther was also terrible. What if I thought in a Gyarados? I had okay stats, really good attack. Yeah, don't know about that one. Was the Bonita any good? Probably not. No. Yeah, our best option there would have been the Scyther and then get a Metal Coat and evolve it. Nothing else was, there was an Umbreon in the Sprout Tower that had bad stats. What about the Dark Cave? Had a Porygon. We didn't have an upgrade. Yeah. Yeah, no. Getting the Scyther and evolving it was like the only good option, but that would have been rough because the Scyther had really bad stats and a horrendous moveset. So surviving long enough to get the Metal Coat just would not have happened. Oh, we get a Cubone and we're going to have to beat an Octillery. That's going to be rough. Of all the Pokemon to get a combination like Compoundized Meteor Mash, and I get it on a fucking Cubone. Why can't I get a combo like this on a good Pokemon? Intimidate Spiritomb. Okay, the Snorlax. Could be kind of queasy. Oh my god. His peace. Give me peace. I don't know how the hell I'm going to beat that Octillery though. Like I literally have only steel moves. And it's a fully evolved water type. Like I couldn't be any more weak to it. Okay, Blaze Kick, Drought, Hariyama is kind of crazy. Can you leave me alone? Shard. I didn't pick up any balls, did I? Nope. Why do you have Hydro Pump? Jesus Christ. Can you please? Profile? You're being a real prick right now. Leave me alone. Oh my god. Bro. Well, I'm out of heals, so... And I'm dead. Alright, cool. Fuck you, Grovyle. Randos. Could have at least give me a rock move. If I had a chance to... I'd have a somewhat decent chance to beat the Beautifly. Okay. Sacred Fire, Overheat, Love Disc is wild. My whoopee boy. Please let that be a sign that I'm going to get some good luck on this run. I'm seeing my boy. We got a Premier Ball as well. Might be able to pivot to something before the rival. Not a Clefairy. Unless the game wants to give me a fucking Moonstone right now as well. Alright, well, all the mons here are kinda bad. The shell gun's probably better than this thing though. If I don't find a moonstone, I'm gonna pivot to the, or try to pivot to the shell gun. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. He healed me anyway. Alright, let's try. Be a pal. Okay, well, fuck you. And you have Horn Drill. That would have been a real kick in the nuts if he broke out of my ball and then killed me with Horn Drill. That would have been... That would have been just bullying at that point. Alright. Well, I guess we Super Fang and then fucking try and Octozooka this thing to death. And it has Water Pulse. Well, we tried. A fucking Mew! Too bad we can't use that, it's also not the one we're supposed to pick anyway. Okay, a Mew and a Cresselia. Neither of which I'm allowed to take. That's awesome. Which means I'm stuck with the Gastrodon. Let's hope Cresselia doesn't have a grass move. And we have fucking Snow Warning. Okay. Definitely not using this thing then. At least it's got somewhat okay speed. Insane amount of HP. Basketball? Could pivot to something else if we really want to. I mean, if we see a good ghost or dark type up here, that might be worth switching to try and take like Cresselia out a bit easier. A Safari Ball? Okay, can't use that because it'll break the fucking game, so let's just trash that just so I don't accidentally. Fucking Magikarp? Okay. Egg. Alright, nothing good here. I think we just gotta hope this thing doesn't have any good moves. And we can just chip it down with the snow and the hail and the ominous wind. Okay. Growl. Omnibus me. Destiny Bond? Okay, I'm gonna heal again because if he avalanches, I'm just gonna die. Don't. Okay, no Destiny Bond. Okay, there's the Destiny Bonds. Throw a ball. What do you mean, crap me? The fuck is that? Are you kidding me? He would have died! That's so fucked up. He literally was about to die to the hail. And he fucking crits me. Insane. Okay, surely we can beat a Slowpoke with a Stammer. I say as we have insanely bad moves. Fuck me. A move we can't use. A 40 base power move he resists, and then a 100 base power move he resists that has low accuracy. insane. There's a pretty solid chance that we're not going to have enough cross chops to kill him. And I'm going to have to whittle him down like 1 HP at a time with fucking powder snow. Okay, at least with Magic Guard we don't take poison damage. And wait, if you have Magic Guard you still take poison damage walking around? That feels like that doesn't make any sense. How does it prevent me from taking poison damage in battle but it somehow still damages me when I'm walking around? That makes no sense, game. Broken game, 0 out of 10. Okay, Perish Song Gebite. Let's not do that. Okay. Gilpin. You're really going to Perish Song turn 1 every time, huh? And then you're not going to let me escape. Okay, thank fucking God. Alright. Slowpoke? Do me a favour and have like just no defense. Okay, Drain Punch did do half my HP. Stop Drain Punching me, please. Crit. Okay, we got a crit. I need you to stop Drain Punching me. Okay, I just got hope he doesn't Drain Punch. Okay, well. Okay, Alakazam. Okay, surely Alakazam beats Sentret. Solar Power's pretty bad. Good attack stats, but we're frail as hell and slow as hell. And we have a horrendous moves. Zap Cannon's never going to hit. Dream Eater's pointless without a sleep move, plus we can't use it because it heals us. Pound's weak as hell, and Dive's okay, but it's a 2-turn move, which means we could get fucked by Destiny Bond. So yeah, not a great Alakazam, but possibly good enough to beat a Sentret, so that we can look for better stuff. Ideally. Which is, you know, the first fucking hurdle to get over. Honey. That is doing way too much damage for my liking, and he killed us. Cool. Alakazam loses to a Sentret. That's awesome. That's insane. Agby, huh? At this rate, we're not even going to get out of the fucking... We're not even going to get by the rival. The first run today is the only one so far where we've actually been able to beat the rival and start looking for pivots. So not a great start coming back to Kaizo Ironmon. Pylo. Bum, bum, bum. Right, we do have Sonic Boom, so as long as we can survive like at least 2 turns, we could win this. Yes, fucking Destiny Bond. Suck me. Actually, suck me. I will let the sand kill you. I will happily use my potions and let the sand kill you. I don't think Future Sight would take me down, would it? With Destiny Bond? Thank you, Windows Threat Protection. I'm busy right now. Of course. Of course, right before the Future Sight would kill him, that's when he wants to actually attack me and kill me. With a normal move. Fuck you. Illuminate Crawdont. With an actual good moveset. With good speed, but horrendous attack. If you just had decent attack, man, you'd be so usable. Unfortunate nature as well. Illuminate's also a little annoying. At least we have good speed to run away from most encounters, but Illuminate is very annoying. Bruh. If we find an upgrade, Porygon could be okay. Surely we win this. Fucking finally, we get by the rival. I mean, I'm not using this guy, so I might as well. Might as well take Stun Spore and we could make it a bit easier to catch any pivots we're trying to go to. The trio's too weak. But they need a queen that was here. Might might not be bad. Hero Queen's got the issue of being a stone evil that doesn't learn any moves by level up, but he's got good starter moves. You know? Could be worthwhile. I'll look to see what other encounters we have first in the other areas. Whoopee boy. Charmander. Okay. Nothing good here. A shame. Hero Queen's the only good thing here. There is the rare encounter on this route that we could try and look for. I think Porygon's the only potentially decent one here. Yeah. I would need to get an upgrade. Let's see what let's scout out your moves. Thunder. And he one-shots me. I'm like, give me a break, man. Move with 13 Spadef. Had 2 electric moves. That's unbelievable. Decent speed and special attack. Shell armor. Only 2 electric moves though. Really bad Spadef. Horsey was the other man. There's a Togekiss that looked... I mean, Headbutt. Shadow Punch. With 152 attack and 92 speeds. Didn't really get anything else though. That would have been... That would have been a bit tough to win with. With that limited moveset. Didn't seem like there was anything else good. Yeah. Meh. Flash Code would have been not bad. Slowpoke. Wheezing. Could be okay. Potentially. Never mind. Good HP. And really good defense and speed. That's it. Horrible attack stats. Not great moves. Wall Breaker's nice. Do. Ba 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 da, bow. Do. Keep 'em on trail. Always boggles my mind that the Hitmons only have a 455 base stat total. It really feels like their stats are higher than that. Or at least should be. Bow. I mean, I gotta just Hydro Cannon. Hope it does a lot. Endure. That's... Ow. Was that a crit or did that just do that much? Oh, that's just doing that much. I do have 7 special defense, to be fair. I am also now... He really got the 30% confusion and then like the 20% paralysis. Back to back, huh? That's crazy. I mean, I gotta just hope I break through Hydro Cannon and then try and kill him with these speeds. Or, you know, he can just Power Gem and fucking kill me. The Gator. Okay, getting a fully evolved starter. As a starter. Please be good. Really not great. Special attack is the highest attack stat, even with modest. Really fast, really high special defense. Good HP. Kinda bad defense. Not great special attack. And all physical moves. And heat proof, so we're very, very resistant to fire. I mean, if the special attack was higher, or he at least had some decent special moves. But a mediocre ass special attack stat and all physical moves is pretty bad. I mean, we want at least, ideally, the special attack at level 5 to be 15 or higher, ideally higher. But 15 minimum, so 13 with a plus nature is pretty bad. Like, that's probably like a base, like, 75, 80 special attack, maybe. And that's just not gonna cut it. We do have a couple of good potential pivot options, though, with that Rapidash, and then there was a Luxray on the first route. They both could be really good. Cool. I might have to defend order a couple of times just so the Drain Punch doesn't kill him as much. Of course he has Thunderbolt. Of course he has Thunderbolt. Why would he not have Thunderbolt? I know, why would he also not get the paralysis and then also crit me with Absorb? And then crit me again? Are you fucking kidding me? Thunderbolt paralysis and a crit Absorb into crit Thunderbolt. That's fucking insane. Like, I literally just had no chance there. That's crazy. Sometimes the game just says, fuck you. That's fucking insane. We get an evolution that we can't pick. That's great. I get stuck with a Mime Junior. Crashing out, man. Crashing out already. We've not even been back doing this too long. Cactum. Oh, Crobat. Oh, how I wish I had a ball to pivot to you with. Okay, if we can somehow get by the rival, we definitely want to try and pivot to that Crobat because that would be so good, potentially. I mean, I feel like I just gotta roll out and hope for the best. Sacred Fire, Drill Peck, Flareon. Swap this thing's special attack and attack, and it's actually insane. And it has simple. I mean, it had simple Calm Mind, but no special moves. If it got special moves, it would be insane. Okay, Latias, Glameow, Golem. At least I'm fighting the Glameow and not the Latias. Jesus. Rain Dash Golem. Actually got good stats. Well, it's kind of frail defensively. High HP, low defenses, but good attack and speed. Only crunch for damage though. Not a bad move, but not the best. I like how we have a Magby. Not a Magmar, and then an Electabuzz, and then the game gives me the Magmarizer. Like, it's so close. So close to giving me a combo of Pokemon and items that I could evolve into something potentially good. Kingdra. Kingdra, the arguably best Pokemon for this challenge in this game. With its typing and having one of the highest base stat totals you can actually legally use. Ushering also potentially good. We got a lot of potentially good pivots we can try and go for. But you know, knowing my luck, that Glameow's gonna tank the crunch and then just fucking Hydro Cannon me and kill me in one hit. Oops. It's too bad there's no Ursaluna in this game as well. Alright. Swagger, that's annoying. I'm to hitting myself. And the X's are killing me, that's crazy. There was an Umbreon. Next attacker with kind of low HP. What about the Kingdra? Good moves, but bad stats. Magma Storm, Hyper Voice, Magma Storm, Dragon Pulse, Aura Sphere. Kinda crazy. Lava Plume. Now without any setup though, it just wasn't, it wouldn't have been doing enough damage. God damn, man. We're getting fucked. Oh my god, an unknown A. It's already given me a truant unknown. Holy shit. Could there be a worse possible mon to get than a truant unknown? That's crazy. I'm probably better off transforming into into whatever my rival has, and then just hoping they have a move to hit themselves with, and that the AI is just dumb enough to not use it for a couple of turns so that I can try and win, or I can fucking luxury ball something on this route. Hopefully pivot to something that's a bit fucking better, though it's not a high bar. Okay, or you know, I can just get killed by a fucking fur out of all things. That's awesome. Holy shit, we're getting bullied. Flygon? Magic Guard oh my god. Okay, Magic Guard Flygon with okay speed, decent special attack, horrendous defense, but really high HP. Kinda awful moves. Try attack's decent, but if we run into a ghost, we insta lose. If we get hit by any physical ice move, we also insta lose. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. I guess we do have Foresight. So if we run into a ghost, we could Foresight try attack. But we do also get walled by steel and rock types. I mean, I just feel like something with a 4 times weakness with such a bad defense stat is just not going to go well. The odds of going through the whole run without ever getting hit by a single physical ice move is insanely low. Fucking try attack, can you not? Okay, that did way too much damage. Can you stop? Bro. There we go. God damn. 8 defense, man, that's so bad. I don't know. But there's nothing really that good in these routes. We'll fight the first trainer, because then we can hit level 9 and see if he at least gets a decent move. If he gets a good move at 9, it might be worth being like, fuck it, let's try it, but if not, it's probably better to look at pivots. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, if there's literally no other good mons to pivot to, then we'll use this thing. Because it could actually, if we get lucky enough, it could go far. If we get better moves and just get lucky enough to not run into any physical ice moves. Okay, nothing here. The other ones here. Amber Palm. It's the rare encounter though. I mean, Amber Palm could be okay, but eh. Not seen everything here yet. Okay. Let's fight the first trainer. I basically have to keep Foresight until we get another damaging move that can actually hit ghosts. Which is kind of funny. But at least we have a way to hit them. If need be. Focus Punch. I mean, I'll put it over Harden, I guess. I guess that gives us potentially something to hit Steel and Rock types with, but not ideal. Don't get another move till 17. Which means the whole Sprout Tower, basically. Yeah, we really need something better. And there's a pretty high chance this thing is not going to make it through the Sprout Tower with these moves. Because I'd have to rely on Focus Punch killing some stuff. Unless we get like an elixir or something. Because there's definitely more than 10 Pokemon up there. I really just needed that to be like any fucking special move that wasn't fighting or normal. And we would have had at least something to work with. But it's like, nah. How about a physical move that's also fighting type so it doesn't help with the ghost problem? And also it can only hit if the opponent doesn't hit you. Just to make it even more like unlikely that it can be useful. We might end up having to use it anyway because we're not getting any good mons. Celio, you are not good enough. There's nothing here. We'll check the cave. Also could be decent. Shift ray, less likely to be decent. Yeah. I'm gonna try and scout what moves the Floatzel has. It's a shame because it's like, on the one hand, I would love it to have an ice move because ice moves are so good, but on the other hand, I don't want it to have an ice move because it'll fucking kill me. But could you like not have an ice move but like learn an ice move a little later? That would be really helpful to me. And damage revenge. Power. $15 to $20. Potentially either kind of mediocre to potentially decent physical attack stat. Mean look. Well, I either have to catch this and just say it as my pivot now, or I have to catch it and say it's my HM-mon, but I can't catch it and then decide. I would really like to see what its fourth move is. Magma Storm. 2 damage. Okay. It's potentially got a good attack and special attack stat, which does not bode well. Because if both are decent, then its other stats are going to be really bad. Its moveset's also pretty horrendous. I'm going to catch it and I'm going to say it's my HM1. We're not going to pivot this. I think it's not good. Which means we have to go into the cave now to see what's in there, and if there's nothing in there, we go to the tower, and if there's nothing there, then we just run the Flygon and hope for the best. Just hope we get good moves. And run into like no ice moves. Not great. Do I want to look for the 1% encounter in here? That is the question. I think no. Let's just go to the tower. Fucking Ninkada. Alright. Let's hope we can get better moves. Okay, you're not gonna let me attack. And you're taking 2 PP. I feel like I'm gonna need to try and focus punch everything just to try and save power points, because otherwise I'm literally going to run out of PP for try attack and we're not going to be able to get through here. Well, yeah, 22 defense. Sonic Boom, Lunar Dance, Fire Spin, Dark Void, Flail, Thief, Shadowfall. The only special move we learned was Fire Spin. And not a single move from the TMs. Flamethrower, but not until Kanto. So yeah, no. The Flygon was garbage. Ammo Palm was not good. Floatzel. Yeah, it was mediocre attack stats and slow as hell. Shift Tree, slow as hell. And Astaravia was the rare encounter. Yeah, there was quite literally nothing good. Flygon being the best mon is fucked with how bad it was. God damn. We're getting nothing. Cacnea? With nothing to hit that Magnezone with. Okay. Yo, Magnezone. Magnezone, do me a favour. Do me a favour and have a Drought, but no fire moves, so that my Weather Ball can turn into Fire type and I have a chance to actually kill you. Acorn box. Zinc. Damn it. I mean, Weatherball's still my best bet, so maybe he'll use Sunny Day. Okay, or he petal dances until he confuses himself, and then he hits himself in confusion, and then we have a chance. I should probably heal again just in case he breaks through. Oh my god. Let's go! Shout out to Magnazone hitting himself 3 times back to back. What a champ. Let's fucking go. Mikey, hello. Welcome in, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How was your holidays? I'm doing alright. We're getting absolutely abused by Ironmon today, but you know, can't complain too much. I mean, I feel like I gotta just try and... I feel like I gotta. As a Lucario, that's just too good to pass up. Stay in the ball! Thank you. Holding a Dawnstone. Oh, you're so slow. That's a shame. Decent attack. Shadow Punch, Stab Hammer Arm. But that speed stat is horrendous. Unfortunate. I had high hopes for you, buddy. It's going to be a struggle to run away from anything now. Okay, well, you know what? There's a Bellsprout. If we actually make it up to Violet City, we could check out what the trade is. Oh, Alakazam. Could have got an Alakazam here. Slowpoke. I mean, on the Slowpoke, and then there's another one here we ran into that wasn't good either. Yeah, Weasel. But the third one, surely, something that evolves into with an Electrizer or a Dawnstone, which I think is literally 2 Pokemon. I like the Buzz and Snorunt. Does anything else in Gen 4 actually evolve with the Dawnstone? I can't remember. Who else does? Drapion. Okay, there's a good one. There's a potentially good Pokemon. Great typing. Magic Guard, Stab, Night Slash. Good speed. Those attack stats though were a bit rough. 13 on both attacks. That's not great. Bad HP. Well, good HP, but pretty bad defense. I mean, if we can get a setup move like Swords Dance or something, this thing could be good. This is a case of if we don't find anything better, we try and run this, but ideally we find something better because these attack stats are rough. Stab, Night Slash, and Magic Guard with good speed is pretty damn good though. A Magic Guard Pokemon with only one weakness too. This thing would definitely be kind of hard to kill. Okay, why do you have 2 fucking legendaries? Including a download Articuno with Dark Void. Are you for real? You gotta chill. Oh god. Bro. I just need to land one more Night Slash, please. Thank god. Fucking Dark Void Flash download Articuno. Jesus Christ. Saponics. Sudo Budo. I gotta check. I gotta know what the trade is here. Since we do have the Bellsprout that we could go and catch and trade. Because if this is something crazy... That's the wrong guy. Bellsprout? For an Apom! It's never... Every time I get a Bellsprout in these early routes, he's never offered me something good. God damn it. Fucking Apom? Garbage. His attack stats are looking worse and worse the higher level we get. Under 20 attack at level 9 is really bad. I have Riolu to evolve into something could be really good. It has a lot of good evolutions it can turn into. I'd either be betting on the Riolu evolving into something good, or Drapion getting... Can you fuck off, Sunflora? Okay, I'm gonna catch this as a HM-mon, because it's fucking trapping me and being a cunt. Like, it's one thing to be faster than me, when I already have an insane speed stat myself, but then to also have a trapping move as well after not letting me escape for like 5 turns, like, get fucked. I either have to bet on the Riolu evolving into something good, or I have to bet on Drapion learning an actual stat boosting move. Because if this thing doesn't learn like Swords Dance or something, it's just not going to be doing enough damage. And with one of its defense stats being so low as well, can't really afford for most battles to not be ending quickly with me one-shotting most Pokemon. Okay, you really need to fuck off. Also, can you not? I have good HP and Spadef and you're Hydro Pumping. Nearly one-shotting me and you're faster than me? Like, what the fuck is that Sunflora? Thing's min-maxed to special attack and speed. God damn. I mean, I gotta at least see what moves it has. Okay, Razor Wind's pretty bad. 7 damage. Ice Fang. Okay. Razor Wind did 7 damage. Base power. $17 to $25 special attack. I mean, on the low side, it's just as bad as my special attack is, but on the high side, it's pretty good. And the next find did 10 damage. 65 power. 12. Okay, it's got a mediocre. It's got definitely got a mediocre attack and potentially a good special attack, but those moves, if it's going to be a special attacker, that's 2 really bad moves for it. Yeah. Just deposit you for now. What is in here? I haven't picked up a metal coat. Slow bro. Weather ball. Ice Fang, light screen. Spatial rend. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Feel like I'm likely mediocre attack, or a special attack at least. Probably not that good. We may have to go with Riolu and just hope it evolves into something good. I feel like this Drapiron's just not gonna cut it. These attacks, the attack stats are just too bad. If the Riolu doesn't evolve into something good, then we just cave encounter and then tower. Can you only appear at level 6? Looks like it. Unfortunate. Mind reader. Poison powder. You also have not any good moves. Ancient power. Well, I guess we hope it evolves into a special attacker. Evolve into a fighting type that has good special attack and speed, and has... You also have magic guard. That's kind of crazy. And also has no guard, so that we can land focus blasts without fail. And then have him learn like thunder and blizzard and just be an absolute beast. Alright, we gotta run around. No, we did already fight the one trainer at the start that we would usually use for this to get him leveled up. For evolving. There's a good chance we could lose to fighting a trainer to get him leveled up to evolve. But ideally, that is not going to happen. He's ready. But not him, because he has like 5 Pokemon. I think this guy, I think he has 2. So it should be perfect. Yeah. Okay, just land the Focus Blast in one shot. Just land the Focus Blast, there we go. Ancient power. Fucking live on 1 and we get Omnibus. Okay. We level up. That's a mat. Okay, Machamp. Good stats. Just give me a good spread and a good ability. Oh, he's so slow and has bad special defense, but literally just swap the speed and attack and he'd be a good special attacker. He'd be kind of weak in the Spadef side, but god damn it. So close. So close. Alright, let's see what's in the cave. Wow, Buffett. And a Pupitar. Bro. Hey, Gyro, how's it going? Had a good Christmas overall, yeah? Fairly standard. But good. How about yourself? Okay, we gotta just leave. Well, our only choice now is that the tower has something good. Or we just... Okay. That was a desperate run to try and get something good. Yeah, Lucario. That's speed stat. Literally swap the attack and speed. Perfect. Okay, the Alakazam. Also kind of slow. Really frail. Especially. $58 and 65. Yeah, they were not going to work. He did learn good moves as well. Just bad attack stats. That Slowbro was bad. Starmie was bad. Oh my god. The 1% in the cave that we could have maybe tried to get was a Typhlosion with good speed and special attack. And decent defenses and HP. And Drizzle or Drought. Ideally we would have gotten... I mean, I could have looked until we got one with Drought. Although that would have took forever. Drought, Overheat, Weather Ball for just 100 base power fire move. Didn't get any other special moves for a while though. Chatter, Discharge. Would have been a bit tough with the moves. But yeah. Damn. Great as well, got a few games from the eShop. With the eShop cards I got in total, I had $195 plus a new electric shaver. Nice. Pretty fucking solid. Pretty solid Christmas gift selection there. I think I got, let's see, let me think about what I got. Outside of the standard, you know, bit of money, chocolates and sweets, and then like, you know, the smelly stuff and like socks, which is a lot of the typical stuff you would get at Christmas. That's nice to get for sure, but you know, not exciting. Outside of that, I got one of my friends gave me a great gift, a couple of gifts actually. They got me a Japanese Incineroar GX trading card. A full art one, which is pretty cool. And then he also got me a Minecraft torch light, like little lamp that has little things that came with it, so you can stick it on the wall, and it'll set like kind of diagonal like it does in Minecraft. And it has a little button that you use to turn it on. It has different brightnesses, so that's pretty cool. I also got a One Piece Chopper Tamagotchi from my Secret Santa from my D&D group, which is pretty fun little gift. I didn't even know they made those. And then, what else did I get? I got, oh, my dad got me... I don't really drink as much anymore, but it was still a nice gift that I do like. He got me like a little like whiskey glass that came with 3 different little bottles of different types of Jack Daniels. I think one was like a regular... It was like the little bottles that are like just like a shot, basically, in them. I think one was regular, one was like honey Jack Daniels, and then I don't remember what the other one was. I'd have to look. And then yeah, just the outside of that usual kind of some smelly stuff, some socks, a lot of chocolate. But yeah, overall, good Christmas. Fairly happy with what I got. Had a nice meal at my dad's as well. Went to my dad's place for Christmas dinner. That was pretty nice. Bit chaotic because all my half siblings that are quite young were there, and they were still opening gifts when I got there. Even though I got there in the afternoon, they were still opening gifts, which is crazy. And then my my half brother, my younger half brother, that's like, he's like 4, and he had a pretty bad tantrum because he went for it. He ended up falling asleep because I guess he was just too tired. He was just probably tired from all the fucking opening all the gifts and all the excitement and stuff. And he like fell asleep in his room before dinner, and then he was only asleep. He was asleep for like I think less than an hour, and then he got woken up for dinner, and he was cranky. He did not like getting woken up, so he had a little bit of a tantrum. But you know, the meal was still nice. A big container of M&Ms and $20 to spend at McDonald's. Ooh. I would definitely love a big container of M&Ms. I do like M&Ms. Oh god, not the sonic boom, please. Okay, well, fuck me. That is the only issue. I do like M&Ms. I don't like peanut M&Ms because I just don't like peanuts in general. Oh my god. A rare selection of all 3 starters being good ones. Would have loved the Milotic, but I'll take the Ampharos. Solar power and bad moves, shit speed, good special attack. Damn. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the that's the kind you got. They seem to be, I mean, the peanut M&Ms seem to be the common popular choice, because a lot of people just love peanut butter and peanuts. I'm just, yeah, I don't know what it is. It's I don't know if I just have weird taste buds or I'm just a rare case, but yeah, everybody seems to love peanut butter and peanuts, and I just don't. I genuinely, it's not even a case of like I just don't really. It's not even a case of like, oh, I'm just not a fan. I genuinely think it tastes disgusting. The few times that I've tried stuff with peanuts and peanut butter in it, I've literally had to spit it out. Different taste buds, man. It's kind of crazy. A shame. Feel like I'm missing out. Not enjoying them. That's how it be though. But yeah, I like regular M&Ms. I really like crunchy M&Ms as well. Do you guys have them in the States? The crunchy M&Ms that come in like the blue packet? Okay, do we take the Floatzel or do we take the Electivire since it's one of my favourites? I feel like I gotta take the Electivire. Higher base stat total. Ooh. Okay, this thing has really good attack. Decent defense is kind of low HP. Kind of low speed. Good attacks though. Outrage, Pluck, Fire Fangs, decent. Static. really good attack. I mean, adamant as well. I feel like we try and run this and just hope it gets really good moves. Maybe hope we get like Dragon Dance for a setup move so we can raise our speed and attack. Yeah. Don't know if we do or not. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you guys do get them, because we have them over here. But I feel like I've never heard Americans talk about crunchy M&Ms. They always say regular or peanut bar. Or regular or peanut M&Ms is the only ones they seem to talk about. I wonder if maybe, yeah, it was weirdly like or maybe a like European only thing for some reason. Kind of strange. Usually the opposite, where you guys have a bunch of like variants or flavors of things that we don't get. Because M&M is I mean, it's Mars. They're owned by Mars, so they're not crunchy, crispy. Crispy, it's crispy M&Ms I'm thinking of, not crunchy. I don't know why I said crunchy. To be fair, I haven't had them in a while. Crispy M&Ms. You have ones that have a pretzel taste? Yeah, we don't have that. I think in the UK, as far as I'm aware at least, in like most regular shops and supermarkets, you're pretty much only going to see regular M&Ms, peanut M&Ms, and then crispy M&Ms, and that's it. So any other flavors that exist, I don't think we'd really get, or at least not normally. You could probably find them some places, but not something you're going to find in any normal shop. Used to have the crispy ones, but only for a limited time. Oh. Interesting. I wonder if it was like a thing of like whatever branch of the Mars companies in like Europe and stuff made them. Like had the idea to make them here. And then they tried them in the US to see if they would sell well, and maybe they just didn't sell well, so they were like, alright, we're not gonna continue to import them here to sell them. We're really gonna lose. Why am I doing so little damage to you? Like, I have good attack. Can you chill? Stop it. I think I got outraged. That will kill him in 2 turns if I actually land it. There we go. Thank God for that. I mean, I guess over Amnesia we do have decent special attack. If need be. I feel like it's probably likely as well that the normal kind of, the average choice of like what chocolates or sweets to get someone for a Christmas present in the US and UK are probably quite different. Because in the UK, most of the time you're expecting to get these like selection tubs called Celebrations, Quality Street, or Roses, which are basically just like these little tubs or tins that have a variety. It's like a variety pack of like little chocolates that are all different kinds of flavors and stuff. And usually that's like the popular Christmas thing in the UK. And then outside of those, you'll get things like the big Toblerones, Ferrero Rochers, maybe like Lindt chocolate. And then like there's also the like Christmas specific selection boxes of chocolates that are like, yeah, just like little boxes that you usually give to kids that have like a variety of like different chocolate bars in them. I think those are mostly a Cadbury thing, but they're probably not really a thing in the US. Yeah, very popular to give like basically big selection or variety packs of like chocolates and sweets here, rather than like outside of like Toblerone and like Ferrero Rocher. Usually it's like selection variety things you get instead of like just one specific brand, like a big packet of M&Ms or something like that. Quite different here. I don't even know if I want to try and pivot off of this or not. I don't think so. I think we've run this. I feel like this Electivire is good enough stats that we just run this and hope we get good moves. Use Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, and then maybe a special move for anything we run into that's got insane physical defense. And then a setup move like Dragon Dance, and we'd be sorted. Heatwave? Heatwave's about 50% stronger. Our attack stat's only about maybe a third more. So I mean, Heatwave would do more damage than Fire Fang to something that had similar defenses. Yeah. We ideally want we want special physical moves over special moves, but if we get good special moves, it's not a bad thing to take. Definitely not a bad idea to take them. Nice thing about special moves as well is if we do run into mons that have abilities like Lame Body, Poison Point, then we know in the future to use special moves on them so we don't get those effects on us. Hello Moltres, you're a little scary. Am I stalking on Christmas Eve? I found all sorts of goodies. plastic candy cane worth of Reese's cups, 3 packs of Nerds, and the Reese's Christmas trees. These are oh, do they do like specific Reese's cups things that are just like Christmas tree shapes? Hmm. Yeah, just the shape. Fun, fun. Alright, first actual decent run we've had. Or just any kind of run. Let's see how far we can go with this boy. A physical electric move would be really nice. I say that, there's only really one, and it's Thunder Punch. I mean, I would take Spark if need be over nothing, but Thunder Punch ideally. Hyper Beam. Definitely not. Right, oh jeez. Is that a thing that people do? They cover stuff in like green shit. As if to be like the Grinches here. I've seen a bunch of fucking videos of people doing that insane shit. I feel like it's like the people, there's clearly must be some service or something that you can hire a Grinch to come to your house to like come in and like fake steal presents in this Christmas tree and stuff. I feel like that's gotta be traumatizing as fuck to the kids though. Like the videos I've seen of the kids freaking the fuck out with the Grinch running in. Some guy dressed up as the Grinch running in and stealing their Christmas tree and their presents. Like that has gotta be, that's gotta be traumatizing as fuck, man. It's crazy. Like just the force that they come in with to these houses to take shit is wild. It's actually insane. Oh, Heatran. Very fast Heatran. Shadow Force? You know what? I mean, I'll take that over Outrage. I can hit more Pokemon with that super effectively. And it doesn't fucking stick me in one move and confuse me as well. Only issue with Shadow Force is it does open me up to being very vulnerable to a Destiny Bond Pokemon. But what are the odds that we use it on a Pokemon specifically that has that? Hopefully very little to 0. Alrighty, let's see. Might as well use HP up. Don't have any berries. Alright, let's try the gym. First run we've had where we've had an attempt at Falconer. Let's see how this goes. Okay, execute. We'll just pluck you. Easy. Blizzard the Fampy, and we don't miss. Love to see it. Salamence, we blizzard your ass as well. I don't think we've actually missed a blizzard yet, knock on wood. Probat is the ace. And of course that's when we fucking miss. You know what, I'm faster, you want a Shadow Force? Right back at you. Get fucked. Okay, let's keep doing this. Bye. Smart AI, by the way. And a Mantike. Wow, 0 damage. 0 damage Falconer. I will take that. Body Slam. Interesting. We can learn it. I don't know if I want to learn it though. I mean, Body Slam's a decent physical move, but it can't hit anything super effectively. And I don't think there's any Pokemon that resists all the moves we have. I think I'm good. I think we're good on that one. But we actually got a run. I was so curious if we were going to be stuck in the lab the whole stream or if we were actually going to get a run going. It's a goddamn miracle. Okay, I think that's a good place for us to leave off for today. We can continue this run tomorrow. See how far we can get with it. Our first proper run back on Kaizo Ironmon. Yee. I can imagine that someone puts on a grid suit with a Santa suit and freaks out the kids, have them fucking fight each other. Alright, I'm going to end there, but we're going to raid, if y'all want to stick around to raid into someone else. I want to raid Timely, friend of the stream, fellow VTuber Timely that we've collabed with before. He's doing a 3-year affiliate anniversary celebration stream. He actually did invite me to join him for parts of this stream because I think he's doing some I think it's a pretty long stream where he's playing games with a bunch of people, but unfortunately I think the only game he had on his schedule that I actually would be able to join for was like in the middle of the night. It's like starts at like 5 AM my time, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to join him for any of these games, but I can at least raid into him. You guys can, I can throw you guys over to Timely and you can show him some love. Because Timely's a pretty cool, pretty nice guy. But I will send you all over to Timely. Thank you all for hanging out in the stream today. Appreciate it as always. And I will be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll continue this run with this Electivire and see if it actually goes anywhere. But I love yous and leave yous. Thank you all again for hanging out, watching the stream. I'll send you all over to Timely, so show him some love. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!